Yeah, this is just a quick, rough and ready video to explain the ideas behind a new site that I'm setting up called respectexchange.com. Basically, it comes from where people manage their own happiness, if you like. And what I've done is, over the years, or many years, learned that how I think defines my actions. So if I'm thinking negatively, so I've got here a negative thought, the negative thought will lead to negative actions, which will lead to negative emotions. Negative thought, and go around that cycle. And if I let my thought processes take me down that one too often, I end up getting depressed. Which is why I spent a lot of time myself developing, focusing and trying to stay on this one, where a positive thought leads to positive actions, positive emotions, positive thought. And I go around that cycle. Now the more I can get myself to go around that cycle, the happier I become. Okay, so that was my first thought. And one of the biggest challenges I found for me was that the way I used to shift from a negative thought to a positive thought was often by actually seeking the approval of somebody else who I thought knew how to do this, knew how to go from negative to positive. So all the time I'm seeking, as I move from here to here, the process was to get approval for a thought from somebody else. And eventually what happened, maybe 20 odd years ago now, what happened was the approval process that I had kept sending me back into my negative thought. So every time I got approval, I went back. Every time I got approval, I went back. And what I learnt is that actually what I can do is, if I focus on, if you like, when I'm in my negative thought, I create a positive thought that I approve of. Nobody else, just me. And when I then effectively start to focus on approving myself, so I know I've got a negative thought, therefore it's approved by myself, I can choose what a positive thought is, and then I'm in control of the process of replacing the negative thought with the positive thought so that I can get positive actions and a positive emotion. Okay, so it's effectively saying that I control, I choose, I validate, I approve how I go from negative to positive, nobody else. And when I can do that, I'm able to manage my own thoughts, which defines my own actions, which defines my own happiness. Now what I found during this process is that almost the process of writing down my negative thought and what I'm going to replace it with, and then sharing it with somebody, really helped make it real for me. It became mine. I was certain it was my choice. It was my approval because I'd shared it as my approval. So what I then started to do was saying, we'll start to do that with my friends who were also trying to do the same thing, i.e. manage their own thought patterns. And out of that came the idea of respectexchange.com. So here you'll find people effectively sharing how they manage their own thoughts to create their own actions to make themselves happy. The more of us that come there, the more input there will be, the more exciting it will be. So it'd be fantastic if you come along and join us. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.